Hello. How are we doing? Hope you're doing well. Still on the 9070 XT. I'm holding out. Going to keep it in the PC for another couple of days at least. Check out Last of Us Part 2, hopefully tomorrow. Maybe Warzone on Friday. But at the moment, I'm going to have a look at God of War Ragnarok. Now, it does support FSR 4, so we'll be able to have a look at that as well. Was actually getting Optiscaler as well sorted out last night, so hopefully should be able to check that out in going to check that out in a few different games as well. Probably more next week, because like I say, Last of Us Part 2 tomorrow, that actually supports FSR 4 official support in the game, so we don't really need to use... I know Call of Duty Black Ops supports FSR 4. I'm not sure if Warzone is different. Might be able to test it in Warzone. On Verdansk, I'd have to check. I'm not sure if Warzone, because it's technically a separate game, isn't it? Eminence, hello. I'm alright, how are you? Let's let me sort the overlay and stuff out. I had a little bit of an issue with this game yesterday. I tried to boot it and it was giving me the weirdest performance. I was getting like 5 FPS at 1440p or something. So I verified the game files and it seemed to have fixed it. So I'm hoping it's not... I'm hoping it's still alright today. I haven't looked at it again today, but I did check it last night and it seemed alright. So hopefully... hopefully it's alright. But you can see here, I'm on my 9070 XT. I'll do 4K first. So we've got 340 by 260. That at the moment is on native AA. I'll leave it on TAA just for the time being, and then we'll switch it. I'll switch it to FSR native AA. Rest of the graphics set to Ultra. So you can see that here. For some reason, it's not letting me scroll down through them if I use my mouse. No, it doesn't. Kind of basic settings, no ray tracing or anything. Mehmet, hello, Crucially Ultra Wide, yo. Treble Champ, hello. Oh my god, Treble Champ. Oh my god. I told you Man United were going to lose. I told you. Absolutely, just see into the future. Right, do let me know if the game's a little quiet, because this game for some reason runs really quietly. So we'll see what it's like. At the moment though, look, seeing about 90 FPS, which is pretty incredible. Seen really impressive FPS over the last couple of days at 4K on this. Because I know a lot of people say this isn't a 4K GPU, which technically it isn't, but it can do a lot of games at 4K. With all the settings maxed as well. And the lows, 0.1% lower of 76, that looks really good. Frame time looks really good so far. We'll see, can I get in this boat? No, I've got to run it. Alright, you'll have to bear with me. It's been, how do I switch? It's been a while since I played this. Her sigil. It's off this, is it? Yeah, now what? I forget what. Is it then set fire to that? Yeah, they got to be connected. Alright, we'll cut this bit out. Because I'm an absolute noob. Gotta try and remember when I last played this. There we go. There it is.
It has something on it I don't recognize.
Yeah, this looks good so far, at least in this area. 11.3 gigs of VRAM. It's pretty, that's pretty good for these settings. GPU power, as we've come to expect, 330 watts still. This looks decent though. We'll have to see what it's like in combat. What can I do? Can we get in the boat now? Can get in the boat. So it looks like we'll stay with an average of above 60, hopefully.
Really alive?
Aye. Not exactly.
Looking at more in the
shit
80s.
He sleeps in a broom closet now.
And this is native, so no FSR yet.
Find him.
That's going to be real good
Gladly,
FSR
that's
4
down
on.
to Atreus having figured
I'm
out
planning on
the
buying a
access
Nintendo
to
Switch
properties
too.
down to
No.
their own kind. We own
If
the
anything, I
ground
want to get
ourselves
the
after Thor and Odin came calling.
To your home.
I want to get the ROG.
Is it still standing?
I forget what the model is. Is it X?
All the violence was
Extreme?
seemingly just a
Ally
distraction
X?
to let Odin have a private word
Is that the
with
updated
Atreus.
version?
Odin was alone with your son? Did he tell you what they spoke of?
Yes. He said that Odin invited
Bogdan,
him
hello.
to Asgard to help him find his answers.
Do make sure to drop a like on the stream as well.
Fate in search of.
Try and see if we can keep the streak of 100 likes. FSR, yes, I'll be switching FSR 4 on in a sec. So I'm going to quick look at native. I want to see if we can maybe check combat really quickly at some point, just to get a rough idea in
Follow up on that elven
terms of image quality as well.
If you want to continue exploring, we'll need to remove that log in a bit. Good.
But we will be
We can
switching on in a
explore the
sec.
river now, and hopefully write some more notes.
Yeah, to be honest, just Nintendo Switch. I mean, there's a couple of games I'd play on Nintendo Switch, Zelda and stuff, but there's just not enough. There's not enough games there that I'd play for it to be really worth it for me. I'd much rather have like a Steam Deck or a kind of PC handheld,
What is this?
or even a console one. If there was like a PSP or something, I would. I'd be all over that.
What is this?
I don't know. But giants definitely.
I know there's like the equivalent. I don't even know what it's called. Kind of like a handheld for PlayStation, but it has to be connected to your PlayStation, whatever. I mean, more like a actual standalone. Because I used to love my PSP. Now, it would be interesting to see once we switch FSR on if the water, because that struggles a lot. Upscaling struggles a lot with water, and we saw it in this game, didn't we? Even with DLSS 4. So that'll be interesting. Lighting looks good here, though. Game FM, hello.
What is your unfinished business?
I left something behind, near the falls.
Your wedding site.
Geeky Pastimes. Yeah, no, I saw he was doing zombies. I did think about maybe doing a zombies thing, but I might, Oh,
You severed that a long
big
time
stutter
ago.
there. Look at that.
Completely. Not enough.
Oh, low now, 0.1% low, 3 FPS. I did think about doing zombies. I might look at it at the weekend, though. I wasn't really prepared. I didn't, I actually kind of forgot it came out today. So, I might maybe look at that. I want to look at Verdansk on Friday and check if that actually supports FSR 4 or not. If it doesn't, I'll do Optiscaler with it. And then can maybe check out zombies and just Call of Duty Black Ops 6 in general, maybe on Saturday. I'll probably check his stream out later if he's still on. I haven't finished Assassin's Creed Shadows? No. I want to play it again. I'm going to try and mod it with Optiscaler so we can use FSR 4. I'll probably stream it again. I haven't actually played it since I last streamed it. I haven't had time. Look at these graphics here.
My people settled this river many ages ago.
This game does look
Thousands
graphically
traveled on
pretty nice, doesn't
pilgrimage
it?
to the shrine of worship. But then the Aesir came. This is
How many hours is Assassin's Creed Shadows, though? Yeah, like, look at this here. That looks really good. Don't do Optiscaler on Black Ops 6, I won't.
Your brothers.
Because FSR 4 is in Black Ops 6 anyway.
Yes.
So I won't need to do it in that. That's a good point, though. In Warzone, is that not a good idea, then?
Aesir had been hostile for ages. Freyr got it into his head that he could improve
Possibly
relations
not.
by sharing our magic with them. Vanir techniques for bountiful harvests.
Can
enough
we,
to feed their whole
try and get
population.
off there?
Getting set on fire was the thanks he got.
That's true. The Aesir were too undisciplined and impatient.
Yeah, it might not be worth... that's a good point. I didn't really think about that.
Stop there for now.
I have actually been banned on Warzone years ago. But I don't actually even know what reason. I have been banned once before. I think it's for modifying... You know, you used to be able to modify the... You used to be able to modify the CPU count or something in game files.
Don't let it heal!
Cool. Okay, I didn't pay too much attention to the FPS there, but it looks like it didn't really hit it too badly, did it? It didn't fluctuate too much.
What if we took a stealthy
No, in Warzone, I used to change... I think it's called, like, render a worker count. You used to be able to change it to your match your CPU cores, and I think I maybe got banned for that. Even though it's not cheating, but I think it's modifying the game files. Warzone does have FSR 4, does it? Oh, okay, cool. That's fine then. I was going to check later. Because I wasn't going to assume... I know Black Ops 6 has, but I wasn't going to assume Warzone has because it's technically a different game, but...
Patience is piety.
What is wrong?
Please, leave me to my prayers. I await Freya, the great healer.
I am here.
She will cure me. I have been a loyal follower. She would not abandon...
I am Freya. What do you need?
Only she...
You hate console forced exclusive titles. I've not heard of that. Duskborn. I mean, every platform has its exclusives, doesn't it? I don't mind. I mean, Nintendo were getting a few more games, weren't they? They were getting a few more kind of mainstreamed games,
She needs Mangold, Meyer, and Pong.
weren't they? But it's still, for me, it's I play way more just PC games, so PC or console games, so Switch just doesn't really make a great deal of sense for me. Because I would never... I did have a Switch ages ago, and I just never used it. Right. I think we've... yeah, I think we've seen pretty much native performance here. It's mostly been alright, hasn't it? Apart from that one little stutter when we were going under the... it's almost like it was going into a different area, and it just started loads. Aside from that, it's been pretty good. So, we'll... let's switch some... FSR on, so it'll be FSR 4, so it'll say 3.1 here. We'll set that to quality upscaling. Now it does say 3.1, but obviously any game that does support 3.1, as long as you enable in FSR 4 in AMD Adrenaline software. I'll show you. Can you see? You can't see it. Can't see it on the screen. How can I... Why is that not showing? Normally I can show it. Can I open the actual thing and put it onto my other screen? Okay, you can see that one now. For some reason it wasn't coming up. It looks like you can see that now. If I... So come into here, I'm on God of War Ragnarok, and I've got it enabled here. So you can see Fidelity FX Super Resolution 4. So, essentially, as long as the game supports FSR 3.1 and you've got this enabled, it's using 4. So, just to show you that. So, that's FSR 4 set to quality at the moment. And with a bit of luck, should hopefully look pretty similar to native, really. I'll reset the lows. Does look like it's increased our FPS by... What do we have, about 80 to 90, so it's sort of another 20, 30 FPS, which is roughly what you normally get with upscaling. I must admit, I do think you can actually tell a little bit here. That smoke. It's a little bit less sharp compared to native, but it's still very impressive. We'll obviously drop the presets down a little bit. Drop it to balanced and performance. It's definitely going to look a lot better than 3 in this game. I think 3 doesn't look great at all. Where am I supposed to go here? Can I just get out? Haven't I got to put the boat down somewhere? Is it... oh, it's around this side, isn't it? Or is it? You can definitely go up there. There's something here. It's probably that there, isn't it? Is there a sharpening slider? That would be useful. I don't think there is, though, is there? No. Not in this game. It might be because we've got motion blur. Let me switch that down. Doesn't look like it. I would expect it to be next to this, but I don't see any. Because, yeah, I do think it could probably do that a little bit. Does look a little bit blurry. Do that instead. And then... Mind out.
Well done.
There we go.
What did you find?
As you
So
asked.
should hopefully have an average of over 100 with FSR quality here, which is pretty good.
And no concern.
Can more than happily play this like this, fully maxed out. Not too many complaints. Okay, this is a lot of guys.
Must stop that token from singing.
Keep forgetting all the controls here. We have to stop that thing up there, don't we?
Behind you!
Oh. That was good dodge. Have a day off.
It's explosive. Be careful.
Did you recognize her? The sickly spirit.
No.
Here it is. So maybe FPS drop a little bit
Everyone
in combat, but it's really not sort of noticeable.
Sometimes I wonder if
It's
God
still
did
very, very smooth.
I once felt the same.
We've got to somehow...
could be useful.
We've got to transfer the fire to that.
Good thing you learned the runes, brother.
Is there a way to force... it might have filters, but I wouldn't want to put any of those on because it would drop your FPS loads.
Good.
Having like stuff like that on. Does it have just a sharpening filter? On a game, image sharpening? We do have that. I can enable that. I don't know if maybe it does have that. If I set it to... Are you seeing my screen? You are, yeah. Maybe set it to 70%. I don't know if that might maybe need a restart, though. Oh, no, that does... That looks a bit better, doesn't it? Does that look sharper? I think that looks sharper. So, yeah, it does have it. It's not like filters though. I think I know what you mean when in video filters. It's not like that. It seems like it's just literally just the sharpening setting, which is good. Wait. I'm trying to hit that. Oh, you can't. Oh, okay. You don't even need that. I thought maybe you'd need that. I was thinking, yeah, we can do it like this, surely. There you go. Can't reach it, though. How am I supposed to reach that?
There must be a way to transfer the fire from one side.
Yeah, there
to
is.
the
It's
other.
like that. But how do I reach that? Unless maybe that is not it. Would that not be it? Oh, well, I've done it now. Noah, hello.
Sigil arrows won't work on this.
Would that not be it? We transfer it via that? Can't get any closer, though. Yeah, can I just bring it forward? No. Okay, we definitely can't hit that. There's a chest down here. Would I upgrade from a 4080 Super and what to this? Probably not. No, that wouldn't really be worth it. I can chain sigil arrows together. No, I know that. That's why I'm. Oh wait, can I hit that? That's why I'm trying to get it to light up this right, so we can chain these together and it'll set fire to this. But I need to be able to hit the. I need to be able to hit this, and I can't hit it. Oh wait. Oh wow. Oh my god, that's huge. I still can't hit it though.
Maybe we could use sigil arrows on the chandelier. Transfer the fire.
Are these not? These are sigil arrows, aren't they? Any chance of Monster Hunter? I've done it already. Tested that already. It's on the channel. Oh, it's swinging it. Use the fire on the right. Use the fire on the right to the chain. That fire. Yeah, we've already lit that. I'm trying to transfer the fire over to this. So I assume it's through this. Can you just do it like this? But I need to actually set it off, you know? How do I set it off? It's almost like I can reach that. How do I... Is that... Oh, here we go. That'll start it, will it? Boom, this'll work. Boom! We did it. That should hit that.
Looks like that.
Didn't know you could actually hit it with this sigil. You know, I already did Monster Hunter Wilds. It's on the channel, if you did want to see it.
Well, that did it. That's everything I need. Let's return to the Sixth Spirit.
You will
Oh, I've got an apple.
the dead.
I promised I would take care of my people.
It's on a 5090 GPU for
Or
months.
see you.
No, it's a stream. Check the streams.
Let us return to the spirit.
I think you might be looking at videos.
Watch your right!
So overall, very impressed. I think, yeah, it does definitely look... For some reason, this game looks really, really kind of blurry image. Definitely need to use that sharpening. I think that definitely helps. Thanks. Yeah, it was a stream. So, like, all the streams that I do are video... Well, they're in video form once I finish, but it'll probably just be under streams on the channel as opposed to videos. I think I only managed to do a video on the 5090, but I streamed it on... I think we streamed it pretty much everything. 5070 Ti, 5090, 5080, 9070 XT.
We have collected the plans.
Could this be? I feel my vitality returning to me. I feel... Freya.
I am here.
I knew you would return. Even as the doubters cursed your name.
Thank you. But it's time to rest. You have earned it.
Thanks for checking out God of War.
Thank you, my queen.
No worries. I'll be checking out Last of Us Part 2 tomorrow, so
Indeed.
if you want to see that, then yeah, I should be on similar time.
Yes.
Depending on, I don't know when Last of Us Part 2 actually like comes out. It might be 6 PM here, which pretty much I'll be on similar time, maybe 15-20 minutes late, depending on how long it takes me to like fully install it or update it or whatever. I don't know if you can preload it. I need to check that tonight. So yeah, definitely recommend the sharpening. Put that on. I think I've got it set to 70%. Definitely looks much better now. Don't know, for some reason this game looked way blurrier than other games where I've used FSR for. We can even have a look and switch it down to balance now, might as well. Overall performance though, can't really go wrong at 4K. So we will in a little bit obviously switch it down to 1440p as well.
This crest belonged to Odin.
It comes out at 6 PM GMT, okay, so yeah, I might be like 15 minutes after that because can it be preloaded? What's that? Because if it can be preloaded, I'll do that tonight. What's that? There's a big old area, this, isn't it? Whoa! Oh. Knock that one off. I need to, like, forget all the controls on this. Need to sort that out.
Behind you, brother!
Whoa, that does insane damage. How much damage that did. You want to do that again? The other one I just hit off here. You're an hour ahead. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think it'd be 6 PM GMT. Might be like 6:15. I'll get on depending on how long it takes me to like get the game updated, installed, or whatever. That's not good.
Ready that shield!
No.
Your shield, brother. Use it, yeah?
Finish him.
Behind you, brother.
Good red.
Oh, another one.
Changing arrows.
Oh my god. Don't like that. What are the controls to do my other specials?
We'll pass.
Yeah, this ain't good. I forget what the other. Get out of that.
Alpha.
So with FSR balanced, get a little bit more FPS than what we had at quality. It's not a massive difference though, is it?
Ecosystem.
Maybe like 10 or 20 FPS more, so
Balance.
a little bit better. I think overall image quality, cannot tell the difference at all between quality and balanced here. With that sharpening, I've got sharpening set to 70, I think I had at the moment. Should I, I think it looks fine like this. Yeah, I got it set to 70. Looks alright. Definitely didn't look that great with that, with no sharpening.
Astrid. What
Still looked
happened?
better than 3, but it did definitely look kind of blurry. It's not up for preload yet. Yeah, I'll have to have a look tonight. I haven't actually even bought the game yet anyway.
You need never apologize to me, old friend.
I swore to keep this garden in bloom until you return, to live forever amongst its putrescence, a just punishment.
Did I see the South Park episode about Oprah Winfrey?
We purge this
No.
garden of poison.
Why?
The earth is a reflection of those who take
I've seen like very
So long as the land is
sporadic
dead, we're
episodes of
solving
South
it.
Park, just like clips of it, as opposed to. I've never really been a hardcore watcher of South Park.
This mentions a spell that puts trolls to sleep. And a
Just the,
magic
like,
word
funny
acts as a
clips.
sort of counter spell.
I have the same item you had. Oh, what with the what was it, L3 and R3? Yeah, for some reason it stops. Is there? Have I got something in my inventory then that's stopping me from being able to use it properly? Because all of a sudden I just can't do it properly. Which I don't know when that happened. So it looks like a chest in there. Can I? How do we get rid of these things? Is it just that? It is, isn't it? Is it that? How do we freeze though? I can't
We have to
remember.
destroy the totems. They're poisoning Astrid's garden. See that explosive? Setting it off could help.
Maybe you can hit it from a different angle.
Okay, there we go. There's another one around here, though. Is there another explosive around here?
Life returns to the garden.
There's that one. Oh, that one's... Oh, I could probably... Can we do this? Ah, does that not work? Maybe that instead. FSR is on right now, yeah. FSR 4 balanced, I've got it set to at the moment.
Poison somewhere.
There's more poison. Maybe there is more poison still. What was it she said? There's more poison. But instead of giving you... Where do I find that, though?
I await the day when my garden grows again.
Where's it actually telling me to go? Is this even the area?
Look, the door's held shut by that counterweight. We lower it, the door will open.
I can't see it. Oh, is that? Surely that's it, no?
Those vines have grown through the window. Maybe we could get closer from the other side.
Closer from the other side. Let's have a look.
Those vines. They're growing from that bridge.
Itemfall doesn't use 50 gigs here, and that's allocation. Yeah, it was very close to that, though. Actual dedicated usage, though. Even on our 5090 it was, though. Because the 5090 allocation was about 18 gig, and it was using about 15. 14.5, 15 when we looked.
So when things went wrong,
So it depends. Obviously, you can't do that on a 16 gig, but on the 32 gig.
Guessed when Odin burned him.
Definitely still very high for 4K.
Odin didn't mind locking Freyr up. He saw the potential of the magic and wanted to know more than how to improve crop yields.
Can I not hit
There was
this
a
from this
mob of
side?
lesser Aesir, bitter and short-sighted, who tied him up and lit him aflame as punishment for the sabotage they imagined him guilty of. Obviously, he survived. In fact, he used the opportunity to escape. But such an affront made war inevitable.
Freyr certainly wasn't the same after that. At least for a while. His carefree ways were replaced with nightmares.
Is that going? That's going back, isn't it, on ourselves?
Lashing out.
Know what? We'll finish this later.
I think the water as well. It mostly does all right with it. I do think the water does struggle a lot with upscaling. You are seeing it doesn't look as good as native, but it's still not too bad. Maybe see what it's like with ultra performance. Probably will start to notice the image. Yeah, so like the water definitely does
I do understand.
look quite significantly worse here. Pretty much notice that with all upscaling, really, though. Even DLSS, it does that.
Something I've always wanted to ask. What was it?
Game was 170 FPS here, though, with ultra performance.
The son of Thormur, the
She's seeing it in the water here. Look at that.
and built Asgard's wall.
Quite a little, quite a lot more blurry.
On many occasions, Odin saw fit to involve me in a wager without my consent.
Whoa, it just went really
I
dark.
wish I could say that was the worst of his husbandly habits.
What wager?
I've told this story, brother.
And now she may tell.
Where's it making me go?
There isn't that much to tell. I knew nothing of it at first, surely because Odin didn't expect to lose.
Is it making me get off here?
A mysterious mason had to build the entire
Oh, it wants me
wall
to go
three
through there, doesn't it?
turns of the season.
2. It was 2.
And if he was late, he'd be owed nothing.
We'll just
But if-
pick this up later.
Making me go back there. Now remember the loading area between in this bit, it used to absolutely
Before you
wreck
see
your
the lad
FPS
again,
still.
Might we discuss an approach?
He will tell
120.
you where he's been. That is my approach.
Ah, classic Spartan diplomacy.
Wait. Did you say Odin invited him to Asgard and then he disappeared for
Modern games are designed to stream more textures with higher VRAM capacity. Just because the 5090 is
Don't
16
underestimate Odin's
doesn't mean a
powers.
9070 XT would.
He filled my
I
son's
did.
head
I didn't
with
say the
knowledge.
9070
Why
XT
wouldn't
would
he
use
do the
16.
same
It
for
can't.
humans?
It's only got 16. It wouldn't use 16. When did I say that the 9070 XT would use 16? I was talking about the 5090. 5090 can because it has 32 gig. A 9070 XT wouldn't because it wouldn't 100% its VRAM unless there was some sort of memory leak. That's why we only saw up to 15 allocated on there, because a lot of games it normally maxes out really just before, because obviously you need a bit of VRAM for other stuff. You can't just 100% VRAM on a game. But I was talking about the 5090. I wasn't talking about 9070 XT. Just ordered the GPU. Is it okay for streaming? I don't know. I'm not streaming off of it. I'm streaming off of 4060. I don't use my gaming PC to stream. I have a second stream PC.
And you tell that one-eyed nutsucker he owes me one.
My native resolution? No, this is FSR Ultra Performance at the moment. I can go back to quality because it's Ultra Performance probably isn't really worth it, to be honest. I do think mostly try and keep it to quality balanced, maybe performance at a push. But Ultra Performance, I think, definitely can notice image quality-wise. It definitely doesn't look as good. But this at the moment, yeah, is FSL 4 quality right now.
Got into it over something. I don't rightly know who's yelling. Well, come on then. Hey, Tyr, wake up! You got company. Now, why don't you just make yourself at home in Sindri's so-called study over yonder?
You're sure he won't mind?
Mine? You'll be thrilled. Joint's getting classier by the day.
Can it be? I never thought it was the pleasure of seeing you again.
Don't call me that. I haven't been that close since.
Do make sure to drop a like on the stream as well.
I'd feared
Try
the
and
worst.
keep up our 100 like streak.
Nothing so bad as what you suffered.
As an American, Liz Truss is a joke to you.
So sorry.
Liz Truss? That's very specific.
You better screw his head
Liz
back
Truss is in the
tightly.
ex-prime minister from like... When was she prime minister? Years ago.
You're back.
Are you ready to answer me?
Why did you dislike her so much? I mean,
Where did you go?
I wouldn't say
Did you see? Was it Odin?
she was in it even the prime minister for very long.
Is that what you
You deny it.
How long was she prime minister?
Answer me!
It wasn't very long, was it?
Did you go to Asgard?
It was so quick, I was barely even paying attention.
not. But so what if I did? It's my future, it's my life.
You are my son.
Then why don't you trust me?
If you want me to trust
Should have
you,
clarified
tell
my
me
bad. I
the truth.
just tried to show that
The truth
VRAM
is you're being a
capacity.
complete asshole.
Laddie, you know that's no way to change a man's mind.
Actual.
Doesn't have
Oh yeah,
any
no,
faith
of
in
course.
me.
I mean,
It's fine if he
I've
keeps
always said
secrets.
that as
It's
well.
fine if Mom did.
It's like when you
Not
have.
fine.
In some games, you can set a maximum VRAM allocation of,
Oh,
say, like
okay. You don't
85%.
believe in her anymore either?
85% is going to be different on a 16 gig card compared to a 32 gig
Wonder
card.
where I learned that.
85% is different for both of those.
Since when
Um,
do you always take his
I've always
side?
said that.
He became the one making sense.
Look, I was only thinking about going to Odin, but I swear it's for a good reason.
Like I say, like
There is
a 9070
no
XT isn't going to hit
reason to
16
go
purely
to
because 16 is
Odin.
100%. We
But
could
I'd
obviously
be
go
going for
over that.
us.
on a 5090 because we have 32. You'd see the same thing if you tested a 5080. You'd probably see 15 to 16 as well on that. Only reason it can go over that on a 5090 is because we have 32, you know. It's still high though. Even it doesn't really matter how you look at it. Allocation is still high on that game compared to other games, like quite significantly higher. Normally, 4K maxing it out realistically is 12, 13 in most games on average. Seeing it here, 12.8. That's sort of the general range. Maybe 13.5. You know, is at its highest normally. So if it's hitting 15 even allocated, that's still quite high. First Incan, hello. 50 days she was in. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even sure I was even paying attention. By the time I realised she was in, she was out.
Great.
Yeah, freezing cold. Lots of Hellwalkers. Definitely in Midgard. Keep it coming. You're just helping me stay warm. These things.
Oh, damn it. Finish him.
So bad out here.
Yeah, Unreal Engine 5 has way less, VRAM normally. At 4K, it's normally maybe 11 or 12, realistically. Unless it's got full ray tracing, it's more. But even then, full ray tracing is still relatively low compared to, you know, if you did something like Cyberpunk or something. Unreal Engine 5 is way better on the VRAM. I like the little spin, look. It was made in Unreal Engine 5. That reminds me of the... If you're in the UK, you'll know the advert. It's like the Army or the Navy or something. And the advert goes something like, you was born in so-and-so, but you was made in the Royal Navy. That kind of sounds like what you were saying. I was born in England, but I was made in Unreal Engine 5. Probably only understand that if you're from the UK. It's an advert. Icy, hello. So what settings do I check out next? Do I drop it down to 1440p maybe? Probably worthwhile. This is currently FSR 4 quality. Definitely we're getting higher FPS than we were in this area here. Compared to the other area with water, we had more 110, 120. So it seems like it's going to be a little bit higher here. We also actually, you know what I will test? Frame generation. Haven't switched that on with FSR 4 yet. See how that affects things. Oh, whoa. Ah, damn it. I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to do the finisher. That was a waste. So lows, I think, look pretty good as well.
Doesn't want to kill me.
I think we just had one area where it stuttered loads. Dropped my 0.1% low down to about 3 FPS, but aside from that, it's been alright. Frame time looks pretty decent. Let's do frame generation now and see how that affects things. That makes image quality and stuff any worse. I'll switch frame generation on here. AMD FSR frame generation. We had about average of what, 130-ish, 140. Just about. We're getting 200 there. That has... I tell you what, actually, when we saw Horizon Forbidden West the other day, we noticed the usage come down when I switched frame generation on, didn't we? It's doing the exact same thing here again. Look, 86, 87%. It's exactly the same behavior. What would I prefer, 5070 Ti or 9070 XT? If you can get one close to MSRP, then the 9070 XT. And if you're not too fussed about ray tracing, you can make ray tracing work, but realistically, I'd be setting it to like low or medium. If you want to max that out, then I'd probably still go with the 5070 Ti, although I wouldn't spend, if it was more, I mean, it depends where you live, obviously, but if it's over $1,000 or whatever for a 5070 Ti, then definitely not. I think it's probably going to depend what you want to use it for, and also what the pricing is like where you are.
What is this thing?
Because if the pricing is also really high on the 9070 XT as well, and there's only like a small gap between that and the 5070 Ti, it also kind of makes it less worth it. So I should have saved my special for this. How do I kill this thing? Oh, we can hit him. How do I dodge that? Like that. Oh, yes. What is that? What is that? He's split into 3. What's going on here? Alexandru, hello.
More ravens.
So yeah, frame generation here.
Tell me something.
It's fluctuating a little bit, isn't it? Anywhere between maybe 180, 200. So it does increase the FPS by quite a bit. That's like sort of 60 to 70 FPS at its best, which is quite, you know, it's quite a big difference. But it is going to drop that usage though. Does seem to do that. This does feel better though. Horizon Forbidden West, weirdly for me with frame generation, just felt really laggy. Even though our base FPS was above 60, it still felt really laggy. This feels fine. This, you wouldn't be able to tell with this. The spin. Yeah, I don't know how that doesn't... That'd, like, hurt my back after a while. And it has got some driver issues. Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends though. Like, I've had no driver issues whatsoever. So, you can get lucky with that stuff. I don't think it's any guarantee. I mean, I've had driver issues with this, so I get driver timeouts on this. I think it's a bit luck, pick of the draw sometimes. I think it depends what your other components in your PC are like.
First, he thinks I've been to Asgard. Then, lying. I'm trying to save your life, you big jerk!
In terms of image quality as well, doesn't really seem like it causes many issues, frame generation. Pretty much the same as with it off. That's pretty cool, isn't it? I'm gonna get around the shield. Like that. Damn, bro. Kicked him into another universe. Nice. No! Wait. Oh, where'd he go? We just have to block. Nvidia driver stuff is mainly, yeah, I think it's caused maybe issues on 30 and 40, but I haven't really tested those since I got the 50, so I haven't, as with the 50, I've not had any issues at all, I don't think, from what I recall, but yeah, it may well likely have caused issues on older GPUs if you have those same drivers. Although to be fair, I've got a 4060, so maybe that is a lie. I've got a 4060 in my stream PC, and that's got the latest drivers. I've not had any issues with that, so but I've not done any extensive testing, but I've not had any issues, and they're on the exact same drivers, so maybe I've just been lucky. He's absolutely no match for me.
I find shelter and then what? Where could I go? If I go to Asgard, following the prophecy where father ends up dead.
Yeah, no, I know there's been driver issues. I'm just saying for me personally, I haven't had any issues. I was just talking about my own personal experience.
At least keep an eye on Odin. Be a spy. Find out his plan. Keep control of this. Oh, who am I kidding? I can't go to Asgard.
Let's, it might be worthwhile if I save it here, drop down to 1440p and have a look at that. So if I set it back to, I think FPS overall is going to be just pretty incredible at, I'll tell you what I did want to see briefly, actually. I just want to see AMD FSR, like native AA, to see what that's like. Probably not really going to be too much. What have I done? Did I enable that? Oh, it's because we've still got frame generation on. Switch that off, just go back to native. I do just want to have a quick look at the native AA instead of TAA. Probably not really going to be that much difference at 4K really, but might as well have a quick look at it whilst we're before I drop it down. Probably going to be more worth it at 1440p to have that on native AA really. It still looks very good.
Wait, are those red leaves? Freya's house.
Did you hear about the next-gen Xbox leaks? No. I don't really keep up with console stuff that well, really. And to be honest, I haven't even paid too much attention to Xbox since Xbox 360. That was the last Xbox I had.
Charlie. Please. Please. Charlie.
You had issues with 4090, yeah. No, there's definitely is problems. Saying it's actually the 5080 worst driver. Well, that's the thing. I've got a 5080, and I think maybe I just got lucky because I've not had any problems at all. But
I need to get you warm. You're gonna have to stand to let me into that house. Think you can do that? Come on, Charlie.
I think sometimes stuff like that does feel like a bit of a luck thing.
I can't help if you don't.
As much as when I had my 7900 XTX, that completely bricked. I had to send that back. But I think sometimes it's just luck, isn't it? As much as the ROPS, you know.
Good boy.
I've I've got all my ROPs intact, but I think sometimes it's just a bit of a lucky thing.
What a mess.
It's almost like the silicon lottery, isn't it? Sometimes you just get lucky.
I know, buddy. I know. It's cold in here. Should close that window.
You've had 0 issues with the 58.
Right.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It's a bit of a hard one because although there's obviously definitely people with issues, I can only really speak from personal experience. I luckily haven't had any, so it's getting away because it's stressful, isn't it? Having to send it back and stuff.
Right. Too busy hunting us down.
I mean, I've definitely been there. I've had to send plenty of stuff back. I mean, most recent thing I had to send back was the 9800X 3D, didn't I? I had to get another one, that was a bit annoying.
Valkyrie armor. Does this go with the wings on the wall? From her friend? Wonder what happened to her.
So yeah, native AA here.
Can't believe she never came back
Don't really
to
think there's
defend
too
her
much difference here between this and TAA. In terms of visual quality at 4K. Normally it is noticeable, probably more so at 1440p, that we'll have a look. In terms of FPS as well, looks pretty much the same, doesn't it? Hasn't really changed. Sometimes it drops the FPS 1 or 2, but don't really think you can notice too much here. What's that? Oh, is that the bear that I hear?
You're welcome. Where do I go now? I can't stay. I just can't let my dad die too. There's gotta be something.
I'm on 4040p right now. No, I'm at 4K. At 4K right now. You can see it in here, look. 4K, 340 by 2160. Really good performance on this game. Probably some of the highest FPS we've had, to be honest. Very similar to Horizon Forbidden West, which makes sense because obviously they're both PC ports.
I think he's here for me.
So, generally performance... a lot of the ports are pretty good. You do get, obviously, Spider-Man 2 recently. That wasn't great. I know the first Last of Us Part 1 wasn't great either, so Part 2 tomorrow should be interesting.
Okay.
A lot of the time, the ports are pretty good, but...
Take me to him.
As with anything, occasionally you get a bad one. Would have been a sad day for AMD if the games made to run on RDNA run badly. Well, I mean, they definitely do, though, sometimes, unfortunately. Like I say, Spider-Man 2, that was like the worst port I think we've seen to date, probably.
Oh, dear!
Founders are much less prone to driver-related issues. Oh, right. I mean, I've got a sort of mixture, haven't I? 5090's Founders. 5080 was MSI Supreme, but... yeah, like I say, not had any issues with any of them, but...
Hello? I'm here. Odin?
This looks a bit like
Bert.
Hellblade 2. Is it like Iceland, wasn't it?
Hey, wait up!
Getting even higher FPS here as well.
Wherever this is.
Let's. I'm going to save it again. We'll drop down to. Let's drop down to 1440p. Will I? I'll have to. I could probably window it, couldn't I? I think that'll work. Or shall I just full screen it? We could just full screen it, couldn't we? If you just bear me 2 seconds. I'll change my Windows resolution, and then I can full screen it, and it won't break the stream, hopefully. Whoa, that's a big overlay. Also need to change... Let's also change the stream. So we know we're at 1440p. Okay, if I go... Okay, full screen, there we go. So full screen here, 2560 by 1440, so that's 1440p. I'll do native at first. I think I'll switch it back to TAA, just so we can have a look at that, and then hopefully we'll actually probably get a better looking image with native AA, FSR native AA. We'll switch that in a sec. Graphics-wise, everything's set to Ultra. This should run pretty good, really, considering how high our FPS was at 4K. But in this area, look at this, 180, 190. Oh my god. That's crazy. This will be a little less in the... if we go back to some other areas, because we had about 20 to 30 FPS more in this sort of scene compared to the others, so this might look a bit more like 150, 160 in the other areas, but still pretty impressive. Hitting like it's dipping a little bit here, 150. Still very good though. You can play this easily, not going to dip under 144, I doubt, which is what the refresh rate on my monitor is here. What does everything else look like? GPU usage is still maxed out, 99%. VRAM's actually come down a lot as well. 9.7. That's down quite a bit. Got about 12.5, didn't we? At 4K. Hopefully the lows as well should stay pretty good. Considering they were good at 4K, so I'm expecting them to hopefully be good like this as well. Oh, I thought he was going to kick him off. Which CPU's better? 9800X3D will be better than 7800, but the 7800X3D is still very, very good. I wouldn't say either of them are bad CPUs.
You could have led me around those.
If anything, 7800X3D will be cheaper, so it might be... really depends what GPU you have. I think either will be fine for like most builds. Oh, that guy came out of nowhere. Do I think the 4080 is same as 9070 XT? You see benchmark. What game? What game? What settings? The lighting goes a little bit weird in some bits, doesn't it? It goes really dark for me. Or is it just me? Seems like some bits go really, really noticeably darker for just, and then all of a sudden it's bright again. Noticed that a little bit earlier, didn't we? Oh, he dodged that well, didn't he? Not too bad on the CPU either, actually, this game. 25% usage at 1440p is pretty good, isn't it? Let's have a look at native AA now as well before I switch FSR 4 on. So just switch that here. Hopefully, I mean, to be honest, the graphics and sort of clarity of the game didn't really look that bad even with TAA. I think that actually looks alright on this game. So I honestly don't think it's it looks too much different. Now, I do have this sharpening set at the driver level to 70%, so that might potentially be fixing a lot of the sharpness. So anti-aliasing might be making less of a difference because I do have that set. So that might maybe be to something to just keep a
Got it. I see him.
take into consideration. I do recommend putting that on for some reason. This game, when you switch upscaling on, it looks really blurry. So I definitely recommend putting sharpening on because it doesn't have it in the game, so has to be done on the driver. These things are quick.
Well, this might be the craziest thing I've ever done. But if that's what it takes to change Father's fate.
Black Ops 6 just got an update and you lost FSR 4 option. Oh, right.
Hey, Bird!
I haven't actually seen Black Ops. Did I say Black Ops 4? I meant Black Ops 6. I haven't actually seen it yet. I was going to maybe have a look at that the weekend. I was going to check Warzone, I think, on Friday because of the Verdansk. You should probably be able to just do it from the driver, though.
Gotta find a way through.
I wonder if I can look. I might be able to show you. Oh, it doesn't, for some reason. It doesn't show you my overlay on the stream. I wonder if I can open it from... it doesn't always work doing it like this. I might not be able to show you. To have it... yeah, for some reason it's not showing up. It's not showing up on the... It's Alt-R, isn't it? Is that just the... Is there any other shortcuts I can... Because it won't open. Might not be able to show you. You can do it from the... I was able to show it earlier, but for some reason... Okay, it's opening now. I should be able to show you. If I pull this over to my other screen, it should work. For some reason, AMD doesn't like being captured in OBS. So, for example... I don't know. To be honest, you might know this already, but... like in this game, God of War Ragnarok, you don't have the option to actually do it in the game. So there's no FSR 4 option, but it has FSR 3.1. So as long as I have FSR 3.1 enabled in the game, I've got it overridden in the Adrenaline software. So it's overridden to FSR 4. You can see it here, and it's enabled, and it's actually telling us it's active. If you hover over this, it says ensure that FSR 3.1 is enabled in game first. But essentially, this makes it FSR 4. You can probably... Do I have Black Ops 6 installed? I'm not sure if I have. How do I go back? I can't actually see the screen. How do I get off this game? I have... does it just class it as Call of Duty? I think it does, doesn't it? It's just one game now. I think it does. I've got Call of Duty. Is that the thing is I'm not quite sure because I haven't actually tested this myself yet. I can't see this now because the stream's too small. Sorry, bear with me. But oh no, you don't. Yeah, you don't have the option on Call of Duty. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll have to look myself. I was gonna like I said, I was gonna have a look at Verdansk on Friday, and then maybe Black Ops 6 on Saturday, so I can maybe have a look then. This is just the Call of Duty launcher thing. I'm not actually sure if I have Black Ops 6 installed. I'd have to double check if that's a separate game on the thing. I think it might be a separate install thing. So yeah, that might be a possibility. At least that's what I would look for, trying to override it from the driver level. Wonder if the overlay not showing up. No, it's because for some reason AMD block it. You can't capture it in OBS. So normally in OBS you have a setting where you can capture third-party like softwares and overlays. For some reason AMD block it, or it's like blocked, so I can't like mirror it onto my stream. Which, yeah, I don't know. It's an AMD thing because with NVIDIA I can use anything from the overlay and it'll show up. So the only way I can do it is I can, like I did there, I can move the actual software itself onto my mirrored screen. It's just you don't see my overlay if I do it in-game for some reason. Not quite sure. It's always been like that, though, for me. Sometimes it works, though. Like, I'm sure sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, so I honestly don't know. Sometimes it's easier just to do it that way that I've just done it. Not sort of waste any time trying to get it working. No, I didn't mean to do that. I keep pressing that by accident. Get out of there. So, this is still native, but I'm using FSR native AA. Honestly, I don't think I can tell too much of a difference, and I think it's got a lot to do with the fact that I've already got sharpening set to 70%, so I feel like there's less of a difference between TAA and native AA.
You know what? Focus.
GameTube, hello! Switch on fluid motion frames, it won't work. It won't show up on the overlay. I can switch it on, but the FPS will be the same. So it won't get picked up on MSI. I can switch on FSR frame generation, but we'll have a look at FSR for quality first. Can I get through here? Do we have... Interesting. Don't know if I have... We only have blue or green. Not sure what we need for that. Why people not making videos 5070? I don't have a 5070, unfortunately.
Father would just burn this away with his blades. But what can I do? Oh, huh. Maybe that sigil magic on my bow can help.
Oh, damn it.
If I could just get that fire to spread to the bramble.
Which way? Oh, that worked.
There we go.
Can we do the one down there too? That'll be how you do that as well. What do you reckon?
Gonna need a better angle on that fire.
That should work, shouldn't it? Better angle on that fire. Oh. Well, that'll work, will it? Oh, damn it. What the hell? This should definitely work. Did it. I think I fired... E. Let's have a look at FSR 4 quality now. So you can see I've got it overridden from the Adrenaline software. So if I just come down to here, make sure 3.1's on, which you can see that there. I've set it to quality. That is now using FSR 4. So FSR 4 quality, which at 1440p, it'll be rendering at this res here, 1696 by 952. But it should really look fairly similar to native. There's quality's pretty good in this game. In terms of No ghosting, no artifacts or anything like that. It looks basically the same as native, but we're getting over 200 FPS there. 220 average, seeing upwards of almost 260 there, which is absolutely insane. And this is with all the graphics maxed still as well, so everything's set to ultra. That's really, really good performance. You could play this on a 1440p, 240 Hz, pretty much with everything maxed. Just pretty unreal. Which CPU? 70? Yeah, I'd say the same, whichever you can afford. 7800X3D is going to be cheaper, obviously, and there's nothing really wrong with that one. If you want to save some money. Obviously, if you're not too fussed about money, then just, yeah, 9800X3D.
You need help?
Depends on the price difference in your country. I'm not sure which country you're in.
Oh. I'm just getting my bangs.
Well, there's nothing to see this way except the big wall.
Is there a gate to go through?
Nope.
Hey, we hit 100 likes again. Thanks.
Not unless you're an ace.
Honestly, I think we've probably got a streak of like 3 or 4 weeks now of 100 likes, which is pretty cool.
What? No shit. Me too. I'm skilled here.
100 likes per stream.
Hang on. Are you all from Midgard?
Yep.
Do consider subscribing to the channel as well if you're not already. I'll be checking Last of Us Part 2 tomorrow. We'll check that on this. Should be an interesting playthrough. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's a bit better than Part 1 when that first came out, because that was a bit crazy, wasn't it?
Couldn't I just climb over it?
That? Without any gear? No. Aren't you afraid of dying?
Well, yeah. I mean, look at that.
That looks like in Yosemite. El Capitan.
You know the Allfather?
I'm sort of his apprentice.
Is it El Capitan or Half Dome? They're both in Yosemite, aren't they?
I don't know.
I've actually seen them.
You don't know. Okay.
It looks like that. Straight
I'm
up.
gonna go climb that wall now.
You're gonna climb that?
This I gotta see. Need help?
Appreciate it, but I gotta go alone.
Oh, I wasn't gonna climb with you. I may owe Odin my life, but I don't owe him my death. Not that I think you're gonna fall. Forget I said anything.
So we'll play for a little bit like this at quality. Maybe check out some balanced performance as well.
Odin's Raven, you know, from Hugin and Moonin.
Maybe switch it down to 1080p for a little bit.
Though, not sure he'll know too much about climbing.
Oh, look. Oh my god, look at it. Oh no! Don't know why, but I didn't think that would happen. Oh my god, look at it. Got to even it out. Up we go.
Well, Loki, you seem like a good guy. I really hope I am not about to watch you.
Is this with frame generation enabled? No. No. At the moment, I've just got FSR 4 quality on. So we've got that set here. Frame generation's off. So we can check that out in a little bit as well.
You know not to look down, right?
That'll probably break 300 here, to be honest.
Yeah, that's great. Can I use that? I mean, a little ironic last words, but...
What was that?
Nothing. Hey, you're doing great.
Why kill the lizard? I didn't mean to. That poor lizard. My finger slipped.
Thanks, Gilder. Hope you're right. Here's
Look at this view.
Oh, no wonder we couldn't use it to come here.
Look at that. How far will the arrow go?
How come?
Just disappears. GameTube, thanks for subscribing. Nintendo Switch. It is insane right now, isn't it? Am I recording with a separate PC? Yeah. So I have a stream PC that's streaming off of 4060, so
This is fine.
there's no performance hit from the stream or anything. Dude,
And now where?
the absolute balls this would take. It's almost like that guy, like I was saying with... What was that guy's name who free climbed? Was it El Capitan or was it one of the others? And he free climbed it. I watched the documentary on that. That's just absolutely absurd. There's no way in a million years.
Hey, Hugin. Don't suppose you...
Well, there's no way in a million years I could even do that. But there's no way in a million years I'd even attempt it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Even if I could do it, I wouldn't do it.
Why? Up here?
Oh my god, this is way too close to the edge. What's this thing? Hit it off! Kick it off! Can I not hit it off? I can't even see it. Did I get him? I think I did. Right, don't look down.
Yeah.
What the settings at the moment?
Chain down.
We've got it set to 1440p. Everything's set to ultra, but I'm using FSR for quality at the moment. Where have I got to go? We'll go back down. I don't see. We've got to go back down, didn't I? Wait. Ah. How do I get onto it? Hello? Whoa! What the hell? Oh, there we go. Wow, that was a bit weird.
I wonder why I can't hear your thoughts. Sure seemed like Odin could. That was you in our cabin, right?
Alex, hello.
You and your...
One of the few games that's not 330 was, yeah. Well, at 4K it was, but yeah, you're right. At 1440p here, it's a little bit less because we've got FSR on. But even at native, I think it didn't really go above 320, if I'm right. So yeah, down a little bit, which, yeah, 1440p, we don't see that too much. With all the graphics max, it normally is still at 330.
And...
So, with a bit of luck, if we drop down to 1080p, it should hopefully come down even more. Definitely good to see.
Or not.
I think this game overall, though, performance on most GPUs I've tested, really, the performance is mostly pretty good.
Want to just let me pass through?
This performance always like this? No, it's a little bit less. Oh my god, what the hell? So in the area we're in before, in the snow area, it's a little bit less. So realistically, average was probably maybe like 20 FPS less in the area before this. So yeah, this area does seem a little bit... I can't pick that up. Oh, is it because there's enemies still here? I have to get that, don't I? How do I actually destroy that thing? We'll just hit it. Oh yeah, you just gotta hit it. Ah! Oh my god, this is like sensory overload. That's the only good thing about those things is they explode so you can use them against other enemies. Okay. Ooh. This is with FSR quality right now, yeah. I did do 4K for a bit at the start, yeah. We'll switch back to that, but I want to check 1440p for a bit more, and we'll do 1080p, and then I'll switch back. But yeah, for the first probably 45 minutes, we did 4K. Let's, I'm going to drop the preset a little bit here. If we maybe go to balanced, see what the quality, I'm expecting the quality really should be, only really start to see quality come down at performance, ultra performance really. And even then, it's mostly if you're by water and stuff. Like, I think the water quality really comes down at performance and ultra performance, but balance is pretty good. Oh my god, have we actually climbed up that much? There's something down there. Oh my god. Can you actually go off, or does it stop you? It stops you. I'm glad about that. What way do we want to go? Do we want to go that way? Can we just go up here?
Whoa. Okay. These are connected.
What's this way? Oh, that's it.
Yeah, that made sense. I think. Gotta do both sides though.
There's something down there.
Nice. This might work.
Wait. What have I got to do?
Here we go.
Oh my god.
Made it. Ah! Woke up more west.
Where are they coming from? I bet there's a thing up there.
Hey, you get to fly. I'm doing what I can.
So yeah, balanced. I think pretty much the same visual quality wise, and we're getting a little higher FPS here. But I think it's probably more so in the area that I am. Before we sort of noticed a little bit of increase in performance with balance, but it's not a massive difference. You get more going from sort of native to quality. How's Warzone in 1440p? I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to check Warzone Verdansk out on Friday. I'm going to check Last of Us Part 2 tomorrow.
Once there was a giant named
Oh my god.
who thought it'd be a good idea to
Look down, huh?
invitation to Asgard. So, Odin tested Loki, expecting him to climb by himself all the way up Hrimthur's wall.
Oh hell no.
So, what did So what did Loki do? He kept climbing.
Where'd I go?
He just kept climbing. His arms hurt. His fingers went numb. It got hard to breathe. Loki kept climbing. One foothold at a time. All the way
Bruh.
to the top.
Oh my god. Where have I got to go?
Nowhere to go but up. Okay. Keep going. Come on.
Counter-Strike numbers. This is not even with... Hang on, let's switch frame generation on. It will drop my usage, but... Put that on there, so AMD FSR frame generation.
Can't stop now.
That's not actually... Okay, it's not actually done what I thought. Like, I was thinking. The usage there, look, 85%. It's dropped my usage, so we're actually sort of missing performance, really. I don't really think that's increased FPS much at all. I was expecting it to maybe get to 300. We're missing out on about 15% of performance there. For some reason, when I switch on FSR frame generation, it just drops the usage. Same issue in Forbidden West. And we saw the exact same thing.
Hello. Hi.
So,
He's just like, hello, bye-bye, and just lets go.
of the enormous wall made you think, oh, visitors must be welcome.
This ain't looking good, is it?
By Odin?
The Allfather sent for you. Ha! Great. Then why are you out there? And not in here?
Why don't we ask them together? Ah!
Are you finished? Now, what could Odin, Allfather, King of the Aesir, possibly want with the likes of you?
That's between me and Odin.
You don't even know, do you?
Think you could pull me up, or...
No, I don't think I will. I think maybe I'll drop you.
No.
Yes, I'm going to drop you. Goodbye.
Wait. Think how mad the Allfather's gonna be when he finds out you killed his guest. Loki of the Jotnar?
The Jotnar. Enemy of my people.
I am not your enemy.
I will be the judge of that.
The power. Let's see in a sec. I'll switch. It's using less there, is it? Because it's cutscening, or because it's because I got frame generation on.
Are you Heimdall?
See that drop down quite a lot. That's a big difference. It's because it drops my usage so much, which is pretty much what it'll do if you cap the FPS anyway. So if it goes back up to about 99% at 1440p, it's using, I know, between 290 and 310, isn't it, roughly, from what we had? I don't know if... Can I cap it in the game? I can cap it. It'll naturally use less because you're not using basically any of the GPU, really. Look, 40% we're dropping that to, so it's using about 65 watts at 1440p if you capped it to 60.
Now feel free to
For me, personally, I wouldn't be capping it to 60 because I've got 144Hz display, so it would always be a bit more. But yeah, you're only actually using about 40% of the GPU here, so
yes. Why not?
you yeah, would expect the power to be quite a bit less.
Oh, done drinking
Which is
to the
definitely
north.
better than the 300.
Cornerstone of civilization in the 9 realms.
Like I say, realistically, I don't really ever cap games, but if I was to do it, it'd be 144 because that'd be my monitor.
Oh, no.
And this is what's kind of crazy is 85% usage here is basically 90 watts, 88, 89 watts. 99% usage is 300 watts. Like, what? That
Just
The math
ask your
don't
questions
math.
already.
How'd you know I had questions?
It is my job. Next question.
What is your job?
I protect the realm I love from trouble.
And you think I'm trouble? You just met me.
And I can already see you are eager to prove yourself. Way too eager. Probably due to an overshadowing father figure you can never live up to.
Good guess.
The writing's
I would
like a
also
cheap
guess
Netflix
that you are
series.
Disrespectful,
Phew.
entitled, and impulsive.
You don't know me at all. I help people.
It's fairly similar to the first game, though, no?
You are here to help people.
The way the writing is, or is it? It's been a long time since I played that one.
No. No. You are here to help yourself. To manipulate.
Invested in the story. I was trying to. I often sometimes don't pay attention, but I was trying to pay attention to the story a bit.
Dropped while you were climbing the wall, but
Is this better than 4090? No.
little soul you have. You are chaos in a spiffy archer suit.
Efficiency curve isn't linear. It's exponential. Yeah, absolutely. No, I wasn't.
Cities burning.
I wasn't disputing why it's happening. I was more just, saying how, like offset that seems. The difference.
That said, if you are here to aid the Allfather and have no treacherous intent, I guess that makes us allies.
But switch it back for now. Why is it so blurry? It's not blurry for me. Have you got the what resolution you're watching the stream at? Is it 720p or something?
Topper. Who loves me the most? Who loves me the most?
Wow,
It looks alright. It
that's
looks alright
almost
for
as
me.
impressive as Baldur taming a dragon.
You might not have switched the stream up.
Of not caring how badly he got burned.
Make sure it's on 1440p.
Dominate them fair and square.
You have to buy one 9070. I mean, the 9070 XT is probably way cheaper than the 4090, isn't
Are
it?
these all Aesir gods?
What? You think all Aesir are gods?
But Skilder told me that
Oh,
only.
well, if Skilder told you. Clearly whoever that is must be the authority on Aesir gods, not...
Yeah, this is what did we had it on balanced? Yeah, I mean, I can switch it back to quality. It looks good to me though. Balance doesn't look particularly blurry to me. And I also have sharpening set to 70% on the. Would it be worthwhile increasing that a bit more? I normally don't really have it too much higher than that. It definitely looks much better. I'll maybe put it to 80. Could just be maybe YouTube compression though.
The giants.
Hrimthur, son of Thamur. I know the whole story.
Really? I truly
FSR 3 balance. No, this is FSR 4. This is not 3. It says 3 in the game, but I've got it overridden in the Adrenaline software, so it's using FSR 4.
Is that Odin's palace?
Which the image quality to me looks very good.
The Allfather needs to puff himself up like some mortal chieftain?
I guess not.
That is the Great Lodge, which the Allfather built with his own hands. I'm sorry if that is a letdown for you. Real power, you see, does not need to flaunt. It emerges when the time is right. Don't you agree? Ha! Hey! Whoa! Hey! Helmets! I brought you a practice down. I thought we were going to Odin. You see,
It was a trap.
you do.
I knew it was a trap.
So I am not letting you anywhere near the Allfather.
2 and 1 there.
Very nice. With moves like that, it is a wonder that you have not lost every war ever. Let's see what you've got.
Oh, damn, bro. Try and get a block in. Oh, wow. FPS is dropping quite a little bit there, isn't it? 160 we've seen in the combat.
You sure you want
It's coming down a little bit.
Funny thing, I am sure of that.
Whoa.
Yes, I am feeling very sure, matter of fact. Whoa! Oh, how is he doing?
This ain't gonna go well, is it?
Oh, not even close. Oh no, arrows! How fearsome!
You're not gonna stop me from seeing Odin!
You'll be seeing him from your grave.
What? That doesn't even make sense!
Do I have to go beast mode?
Oh, that felt special. Hope that was not the last trick you have. Ha! That is your big special move? Hilarious!
What do you do?
Cowboy, is that it? Is this all you have to show me, Jotun? Oh!
Oh, is this one of those cutscenes you're supposed to lose? I think it is.
I do have to say, Loki.
There's me trying to fight him.
Unimpressed. You should probably stay down. Great.
Knock it off. Like it or not, he's Allfather's guest.
I thought I smelled something.
Take one more step, you're not gonna like how this ends.
Really? And how do you intend to stop me?
Look into my eyes. You tell me.
You are a sick man.
Loki, you made it. I am so honored. I see you've met Heimdall. He reads minds for me.
The boy is false, Allfather.
This young man, who is my guest, is covered in mud. Care to explain?
He means to betray you.
Is that true, Loki? You a little trickster? I'm just messing around. Of course he means to betray me, huh? Heimdall? Why else would he come? I've given him no reason to trust me. Not yet. But he's got some very big questions. And I have so many answers to give. What are you up to? Dismissed. Go.
Gladly.
And you, clean yourself up.
But Allfather.
Oh, Heimdall, will you just relax? Were you intending on killing me first thing? See? What, that's not good enough for you? Get out of here. He's a lot, I know. Very perceptive, but sometimes he just forgets to think, you know? Hey, I got some places to be.
This place looks good, doesn't it?
So how'd your father take the news that you decided to accept my invitation?
I don't...
Let's, shall we drop down to 1080p for a little bit whilst I'm playing through here? Before we maybe switch back to 4K. I'll save it, and then if you just bear with me for like 30 seconds, if I switch it to windowed, and then I can change it on Windows, so I can go back to full screen without it hopefully breaking the stream. So if I change that there. Let me know in chat as well. Are you planning on playing Last of Us Part 2 or Warzone for Dansk? Anyone going to be playing that when it comes out? Going to be at least checking it out, hopefully. It's been a long time since I played Warzone. So, We've got it set to 1080p now, 1920 by 1080. I'll put it to TAA first, so we'll just do native 1080p, everything set to ultra. Should really not have any issues with this.
Between my ex-wife and my
FPS comparatively to, what do we have? 4K at about 80 to 90, 1440p. To be honest, this isn't massively different from 1440p, is it? I think 1440p in this area, we had about, what did we have, 170 or so?
If I'm being honest with you, Loki, you're lucky my offer still stands after you went and sprung.
But we're breaking at 1080p, almost 200. There you go, 210 here. So that's pretty incredible for 1080p. Could do 1080p, 240.
That's all behind us now.
Power again is down a little bit more here, 274 we've got it at. So it's about 300 at 1440p, 330 at 4K. So it's good to see that come down a little bit. And best of all, still maxing out the GPU usage, 99%, so that's not an issue here. Look at this. Oh, that's a Valkyrie, isn't it?
But they tend to come out of Valhalla a little foggy. I do what I can for them, help them remember who they were in life. That's important, don't you think?
You play Doom. The new Doom game. Is that does that not come out in May? What's that? Doom Dark Ages.
Okay, next up. Ah, the books. Good. Those are for him.
Horse wiener? What? What kind of name's that?
Thanks.
But my evening's alright. How about yours? Comes out May 13th. So are you playing, what, you playing Doom Eternal?
I appreciate your offer, but I'm really not sure what you're expecting from me.
Right now, you're just visiting, Loki. One step at a time. Steady there, Carl.
But with all respect, you need to know. I came to study, not to serve.
Another servant is the last thing I need. I need someone with drive, with curiosity, someone who'll take initiative. That looks good.
Probably be worthwhile actually having a look at Doom Eternal on this, maybe. I think that runs pretty good though, doesn't it, from what I remember. They are seeing usage come down a little bit inside this building, 86% there, so it's not staying maxed. Might start to see that a little bit at 1080p.
What about my family, my friends? I need to know nobody's gonna get hurt.
Why would I hurt anybody? The truce is all I've been asking for from the start, if you recall. Look, you're here now. Stop worrying. It's all gonna be
Oh, you're looking forward to Doom. I got you, sorry. I thought you meant you're gonna play it.
Just over here.
As opposed, you mean in the future? Oh my god, I lost my voice.
Take what you need, poke around as you please. You're not my prisoner. And more importantly, I'm not your father.
Oh, I lost my voice, too much talking.
All father, there's a situation that needs your attention.
Yeah, you mean like you're gonna play it in the future. I get you.
Say hello to Loki.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely be checking that out as well.
This is him. Here. In our home. How nice.
My diplomat. Everything all right in New Midgard?
The refugees are fine. The situation is with the dwarves.
Things do start to look a little bit blurry, but it's because I'm on a 4K screen. So 1080p doesn't quite look as sharp as it would do on a native 1080, but see if maybe FSR native AA fixes some of that. Check that out. Switch that on now. Does that improve things? So we'll just switch FSR native AA on, and that should hopefully improve the anti-aliasing a little bit. It might look a little bit better here.
Where is he?
I think that does look a bit better, doesn't it? I'd always recommend using that, especially at 1080p and 1440p.
Chief, it's been too long. What's the issue now?
No issue at all if you're trying to build
Larry David.
I approve these designs personally.
Never liked these
And not
games.
all that recently, I might add. Did you just wake up with the urge to
Well,
be a pain in my ass?
I like your show. Was it Curb Your Enthusiasm?
You're training pickpockets.
I don't mind that.
Derlin, you reek of cheap mead, and that is by far your most endearing characteristic. Now listen up. It's me, your entire economy, speaking. I want you to know that I have confidence in you. Confidence you can deliver me these machines.
Look at this. What's this, a trebuchet? It's like a
and of course,
massive crossbow.
safely. The dwarves have never let me down, and they're not about to start now. Right? Good.
The screen being forced to GPU scaling and adrenaline.
When you're ready to get to work,
What do you mean by being forced? You mean like scaling at 150% or whatever?
Oh, and help yourself to a change.
Is FSL 4 compared to 3? I'd say it's probably better than 3. It kind of things kind of vary game to game. I'd say it's mostly better than 3. I don't really think I've seen any games where it's not. It's pretty much every game I've seen, I'm pretty sure, is better than 3.
Guess I could try this on.
Way better than FSL 3.
Anyway.
Probably maybe just shy of DLSS 4, depending on the game though. I think some games you probably wouldn't be able to tell.
Nice.
Definitely
Whoa,
up there.
I can use this. Huh. Nicely equipped. What needs work?
Craftable. What's better? What else have I got? Special items. Might as well craft all of it. A lot of upgrades. In adrenaline, you can pick if the screen should use its own scaler or the scaler in the GPU for when it is a resolution mismatch. Oh, you mean like for the stream? Okay, so that's all upgraded. How much is the Switch? Switch 2? I've not actually even seen. What's the view like? Can't see anything. Let's get some FSR 4 quality on that as well, so we'll switch that on here. What other options does it give us? Just XeSS. Which XeSS is actually pretty good, in my opinion, in a lot of games. Do get that benefit from it of actually having an Intel GPU, but it's mostly still pretty good. Switch that on here. So it says 3.1, but I've got it overridden in the Adrenaline software, so we're using FSL 4. I've set it to quality. It would be quite good to be able to get out of this area, to be honest, because we are getting way, way higher FPS in this area compared to the other area, so we'll just play through a little bit more.
Right?
That's giving us an extra sort of 30 or 40 FPS there, though.
This was his room, you know?
His?
My brother's.
Your brother?
Modi?
Ah, your brother. Really?
450 USD. How much is it in GBP?
And now it's yours. Enjoy. Brudbørsdatter. Relax. You've got some pretty small shoes to fill.
Oh, it's getting cyberpunk, is it? That's going to run terribly on that.
We're better off without him.
Unless they seriously, like, dial it down.
Walk with me.
This article doesn't even have the price. It has the game price.
Don't forget.
Oh, £395 or $429 with a game. Mario Kart. I mean, I don't know. How much? That does seem quite a lot. How much is the first one? I suppose for, as handhelds go, it's not that bad, is it? Comparatively to other, like,
what kind of sword is that?
Steam Deck
It's
and
new.
stuff.
One of a kind. My father gave it to me for Valkyrie training.
You're in Valkyrie training?
Got time to talk about it?
But the issue is I feel like
Great help.
Switch...
But if you need
I mean,
to
I could
go
be
to
wrong, but I feel like
grandfather's
Switch is
side,
aimed at a more younger audience, right? Am I wrong in thinking that?
Fair enough.
Surely its
That's all right,
overall,
you're back.
like, audience is more lower than it is old, is more younger than it is older. So,
Yes, I understand.
you know, compare it to like a PS5 Pro or something.
Do you see me nodding and saying, yes, I understand? Uh-huh.
Is it is it OLED by like default, or is it just? Is that going to be like a later down the line thing?
This is you not letting me talk. No, Hugan.
Because I mean, you can get a Nintendo Switch for 200. It looks like 200 quid, just like a standard one.
And accept the answer you
Oh no,
I'm about to give.
259. It looks like. That's from the official store though. You could probably get it cheaper somewhere else.
Looking at this.
That old thing. I've had that since... Huh. Who can remember?
You have a name?
Ingrid.
Really?
Sure, why not? Take it.
So that's over double the price. I don't know.
For real?
I just feel like I don't really know enough about the Switch really. What's different though? It's just obviously a bit more beefed up in terms of performance. It doesn't seem like insanely drastically different.
You're welcome.
Everyone's got me all wrong. You think war drives me, or power, wealth? Nah, never have. You know what drives me? What I really want?
Slightly older
I want
audience.
Answers.
All right, interesting. Yeah, I mean, I always just viewed Switch as like
When they push up against life's big
the games on it at least. A majority of them, the actual Nintendo games, are more sort of, at least even from my perspective, when I was younger, I used to play more Nintendo games than I do now that I'm older.
Why are we here? To give meaning to mortals while living without it ourselves? No. We're more than that. And I found something that proves it.
What is it?
It's what drives me.
Elden Ring's on Switch, is
You
it?
feel it, don't you?
I didn't know that.
Feels like knowledge. Truth.
All truth. All the answers. We could find out why we're here, learn.
Switch one? No, I get it's like an upgraded version, but I mean more in terms of like it's just updated specs almost. It doesn't. Nothing else really drastically changes, does it? If you see what I mean. It should just play games better. It's not some like groundbreaking. Like even the actual hardware itself looks fairly similar. You know, it's not some like insane leap forward.
There's the same mystical energy.
It opened a crack. Can we just look inside?
I wouldn't recommend.
Could be wrong though, to be honest. Like I say, I don't really follow it that much. Just going off what I'm looking at here.
What's
Just
the
a
broken
like
mask?
updated.
Recognize any writing on it?
But to be honest, I'm probably not really the demographic. Really, like I say, I wouldn't really use it or play it.
These aren't from the Nine Realms.
I assume it's got better battery life and stuff as well. I mean, it looks pretty sleek, doesn't it?
Smoldered earth.
It looks kind of similar to the is it the ROG with the coloured?
Are you certain?
They're like coloured analog sticks.
And what's that?
Keep working with me and find out. You don't have to kill anyone. You don't have to betray your father or yourself. Come on, I know you felt what I felt. The answers are in there. Let's get them. I mean, you translated this language like it was nothing.
They have mouse capability. Yeah, well, that's pretty good.
What's next?
Thor, get down here.
All father.
Don't do that. What's next is chasing this down. Take this and this stealthy side of beef and see where it takes you.
I don't promise anything.
Nonsense. Happy hunting. And you, go easy on him.
You have an LAX? I thought you had a Steam Deck.
Muspelheim? The rest of the mask is here?
It's where all father dropped us. What do you think? Just take that and do your damn job.
So we should hopefully see performance a little bit more realistically, I think, in this bit, which... Yeah, dipping down from 250 to more sort of closer to... When I look this way, closer to 200, really. Still pretty good, though, for 1080p. Well, what did I did have FSR. Yeah, we have that set to quality at the moment, so... Looks fairly similar to even just native AA, really. I do actually think it's a huge benefit to be having FSR 4 quality on at 1080p, really, because you get the anti-aliasing benefits, and also you get a bump in FPS. There's not really any reason to not use it, to be honest. In this game, I feel like it's not so much of an issue, because the image quality is quite good anyway.
Well, it seems like we go through this rock. I was gonna get that.
With those arms?
Oh, you sold the Steam Deck. Is the LAX better then? Because I think I was maybe going to try and get that as well.
Let's see what
Performance and battery life looks better. Chuck him off.
Maybe help.
Damn, bro.
Don't bother getting up.
Ah.
Where are we supposed to head now?
I'll check.
How do we do this? It's over there, no?
Up there. It looks like there might be a ledge we could reach. If we...
LAX is amazing, nice. What's the battery life like?
Hey! You can't just grab people like that.
No, what else are they gonna do? Throw you? The day's young. Kid, there's things up there hitting us with fire. Use your bow already.
Oh wait, what did he say?
Now. You know, I took my blood payment from your father for what happened to my sons. But I haven't taken it from you. Yet.
What do you mean?
Windows without trackpad on handheld can be bad. You're putting the game better than this thing. Yeah, I mean the trackpad, it was not really an issue for me. I never, when I had the Steam Deck, I never used it.
Head through those rocks.
I don't really play games like that. I wouldn't really play games like that on a handheld. Yeah, it would be obviously helpful in Windows. The issue that I kind of had with the Steam Deck though is it was too big with the trackpad. It felt a little too big for me to kind of be. It was just not that comfortable in handheld really. Obviously that's like a person-to-person thing, but it just felt a little bit too big. And what's the Ally X in comparison? Is it a little smaller? 3 hours. I'd probably cap the FPS and stuff though, and probably reduce the performance to try and get more battery life.
They were my family. Thamor, Ronair, they were your people too.
The giants were blight on the 9 realms, and I reveled in every single one of their deaths.
Can I do something with that?
Let's just change the subject. You know, last time Father and I were here, we beat every one of Surtur's trials. Think you could...
Don't blame me.
It's much smaller, nice. Yeah, I'll have to have a look. It's kind of pricey though, isn't it? I mean, we got that one down there. How will we be able to get through there? Seeing it dip down to about 180 here. That's quite a big difference. I do wonder if we put frame generation on as well. Is it going to bottleneck me more? Is it going to drop the usage even more? Let's try that out with frame generation on. I'm guessing it might do it even more at 1080p. No, it's around about the same at 82, 83% still. That's actually giving me worse FPS than what I had before I switched it on. That's not good, is it? I'm getting 150 now. We've just frame generation off. I had about 180. It's because it's dipping me down. It's 78% GPU usage here. That's not ideal.
Modi had some problems, but he was my son. And the only reason you aren't mush right now is because of that broken piece of wood.
Look, clearly neither of us can do this mission alone. And I want to impress the Allfather just
Hello,
as
hello.
much as you do. You don't have to like me, but we're gonna have to trust each other. Just a little bit.
Trust.
Jump up!
This one's good form overall, but not aggressive enough in my opinion.
You're more than welcome to step it up.
This is me trusting you.
How do I use my other special?
Okay, so where's the man?
What do I think of keyboard trace on my desk? As in, like, underneath the desk you have the tray for it. I have no use for that personally. My keyboard is constantly in use when I'm at my desk, so... And if anything, my desk is, like, probably a bit too low. So, like, if I had anything underneath, my legs wouldn't really, I wouldn't be able to hit my huge squat legs under. My huge tree trunk quads wouldn't fit under my desk.
Somehow I don't think the mask was telling us to go here.
Could probably do with that actually though for my stream PC, because at the moment I've got 2 keyboards and two mice on my desk. So like when I'm not using my stream PC, I could probably do with... I normally just put my keyboard on the floor, because I use it every day also, so I can't really put it away anywhere, but...
The mask is, pulling this way. We'll have to find some way down.
We'll have to jump.
I wasn't playing you, by the way. The trials are fun. Don't you ever have fun? You're so different from your daughter. She seemed...
Where are we going, bruv?
What the... Wait, Surtur's shrine.
You didn't die over there, did you?
Oh, do you mean like a monitor stand as in on the desk stand where you can put the keyboard underneath? I see what you mean. Yeah, for me personally too though, I have my monitors on a desk stand. I don't know how to describe it, like a monitor arm that's attached to the back of the desk, so it frees up the whole desk, if you see what I mean. I don't really like having stuff on the desk, because if you have the monitor on its original stand, it takes up like a third of my desk, where putting it onto... I've got my monitors on, and all of them are on an arm, so it literally frees up the whole desk. I much prefer it like that, personally. Where did he go? Oh.
No, but I was thinking...
Well, that's your problem.
But yeah, that's that there. Probably... It seems like not worth having frame generation on at 1080p, because you actually get less FPS. Look, if I put that... What was our average when I had that on? I put that back on here. Because it drops the usage. Look. Look, I'm getting about 160, 165 here. If I actually switch frame generation off... Look, I get more. 100, 200. So there's no benefit to having frame generation on there at 1080p. You actually get less FPS. Because with frame generation on, I was getting about 80 to 85% GPU usage. With it off, I'm getting 99% GPU usage. So you end up missing out on loads of GPU usage by having it on. So it's not worth it at all.
An ogre. Not the slightest. Another ogre?
Oh, what the hell?
Can I get some help here?
I'm going beast mode. Push the troll off. Oh, that's not good, man. Wasn't there 2? I thought there was 2 trolls.
The Allfather's waited hundreds of winters. He can wait a little more. It's fun.
Wonder arm gives more flexibility. Yeah, that too. Yeah. I prefer that personally. And also, my desk isn't particularly like deep, so it's just a bit nicer. I think it doesn't crowd it all and stuff. Damn. See you, mate.
That should keep him busy for a while. Hopefully.
Come on, give me a challenge.
I've got to go through here probably. Am I not going to need him to smash it though?
That's where the mask wants us to go. But first, let's head to the shrine.
Yeah, maybe set it down, have a look at maybe performance, and I'll switch back to 4K so we get the best quality.
We'll find the other piece when Thor gets back.
Yeah, I think even with performance and stuff, I'd probably only keep it quality or balanced. I don't really think there's big enough gain. Maybe sort of gain 10 to 20 FPS on average there. Maybe more like 30 or so. Not sure that's really worth it once we're already hitting 180, 190. Do we need to drop the quality anymore? Like, probably not. What did he just say? He said something and I wasn't listening. Oh.
Hey, Ingrid. Do you trust the Aesir? I mean, I know I can't trust them. I just need them to trust me.
Right, there's something down there.
What's gonna happen if they think I trust them? Yeah. My father and I visited this place the last time we were in Muspelheim. Feels like forever ago.
Is there no way to go from here? Is that it? Go back down here.
Can't you guys go fight Thor or something?
How do I get over to that? I've got to... Is that not going to work? I thought that could work. Let me just get over there. No. Oh, that's worked. Let's, I think what we'll do is switch back to 4K. Let's do that now, because we've seen, I think we've pretty much seen that. I don't think the image quality doesn't seem too bad. It's definitely worse at performance here than it was really at quality or balanced. Still pretty good, though. I just feel like the FPS gain is not... I'm not sure I'd really do that myself, personally. I don't feel like you gain enough FPS there for it to really be worth it. I'd keep it at quality or balanced. But if you just bear me a sec and I'll switch it back, we should, because it might start looking a little bit blurry at the moment, because I'm at 1080p, but I'll switch it back, because the performance at 4K was pretty decent, really. No complaints. Play through it a little bit like that. Did we get, is there any preload on... Treble Champ, are you going to play Last of Us 2? Is there a preload on it? Should we, let's at 4K, let's just leave it on FSR for quality. Put that to quality there. Make the overlay bigger. Do I prefer to play as Atreus or Kratos? What are you, Kratos? It's a bit quicker with Atreus, but In terms of like the movement and stuff, feels quicker, but
Hey, Gerboda?
You know, for someone who was trained as a warrior, you are tragically easy to startle.
I didn't. What are you doing here?
A girl can't visit a shrine of her own volition?
You're here for Sorter's marble.
Maybe.
You're out looking for more giant marbles? You know what this looks like, right?
Like the life story.
one needs to
of
change
one of
the
our-
resolution.
And also maybe a storage closet.
No. This looks an awful lot like Defying Destiny.
The question
Code hasn't
is,
been
what
sent
are
yet.
you doing here?
That always makes me nervous with
You
CD
read my
keys, because
story.
do you ever get it later?
Odin gave that to you?
It's not. Well, he did, but it's not. I'm not working with them.
I worry about doing it on pre-order
never told him
games,
anything
because
about Ironwood if
on the
that's what
odd
you're worried
occasion
about.
with CD keys, it's taken a bit of time to get the
Definitely not
code.
serving him.
And
Prophecy's words.
if it comes out at 6 tomorrow, I want to go live at like 10 past 6, you know? I don't want to wait around.
You're welcome to help if you want.
Bon, are you sure you're up for breaking the rules like this?
My monitor's resolution output is 4K, but you can change to any resolution under that.
Our endings haven't been
I just
good.
changed the resolution to 1080p on Windows,
Come on. Shame.
so I can go to full screen, and then it's just at 1080p. You can go to any resolution under it. You can even go above it now, use DSR. So I could actually even change Windows to 8K.
Another marble. Surters. No soul.
Oh, I always thought these
Well,
areas
he's
looked
still
really
out there
good.
somewhere.
Latest you got was 45 minutes. Yeah, see, I don't really,
You
I
ever
don't really
think
want to
about
risk
that?
that.
All the time.
That'd be too long.
They're far from
Is
here.
it? How much cheaper is it on
Both
CD
Odin
keys?
And Thor. But I wonder what lands they've gone to. What seas they've crossed. Why?
Probably in any normal
wanna find them.
circumstance, I would probably do it,
I'm
but
gonna
because
save
of the
my father
stream,
and
you know, I want to
I'll find them.
try and go live as quick as I can.
It's starting. Who is that?
Not Surtur, that's for sure. Look at all that frost.
Sinmara.
Don't think I've heard of her before. And here comes Surtur.
Wow.
Look at these graphics here. These graphics are crazy.
Yeah, until it wasn't.
They just stopped?
Oh, no. Look, it's because they fought together.
And bear in mind, this is with FSR 4 quality, so not going to really be able to tell the difference between this and native.
Are they?
Yeah. I think they are.
Oh, well, that's good for them.
I think you're on 1440p because I rewind and it shows 2560 by 1440. Yeah, that's because I'm not at 1440p, but what you're seeing is that's the rendered resolution. So it's because I've got FSR quality on. So my output resolution is 4K, but we're using FSR quality, which renders at 1440p and upscales to 4K, if you see what I mean. So for example, if we go down to balanced, it's going to drop the render resolution to close to 1080p. So you're seeing it here. Not quite 1080p. 2256 by 1264. And it'll just keep doing that. So performance, there it is, 1080p. But that's just the render scale. So if I go back to native, it'll be the same. It'll be 4K, which will be the same as my output resolution, which you're seeing here, 340 by 2160. So, yeah, it's a little confusing on the resolution, but it's just giving the scale. Because I have it on quality, it's just giving you that's the rendered resolution. It doesn't... It's bad, really, because it doesn't say rendered resolution. It just says resolution, so it is a little bit confusing, but it's because I've got FSR quality on.
Ragnarok.
And then...
Ragnarok destroys Asgard.
Right. I saw that in Groa's shrine.
Well, that was something. Oh, hey, remember the snake we put that
But
soul
my
in?
Can't really
actual
forget that.
output resolution is still
getting
4K.
Bigger. Like, faster than normal bigger.
Yeah. I had a feeling that would happen.
Huh. I'm gonna hang back here.
Just tried
Don't want your
1080p FSR frame
friend
generation.
to see a giant humus.
Got no problem with frame generation and GPU.
Just
Alright, what is it? It's capped at 99%.
You too, Loki.
Yeah, it does seem maybe a 9000 series thing because I had the exact same issue in Horizon Forbidden West as well. It gave me like 80 like 88%. It was exactly the same. So I know it's not a game issue because it was the same in any game we've seen that in so far. It drops my usage.
Hey, Ingrid.
Could be a driver thing, yeah, maybe. It's okay in this, although it drops the usage, it feels okay. In Horizon Forbidden West, though, it didn't feel right. It felt really laggy, like the latency was really noticeable, even though our frames were really high, like, before switching it on. We had 70 or 80 FPS, and then I had loads of latency with frame generation on, which doesn't seem right. But in this game, it felt okay. It just, the usage did still drop, but it felt fine. AMD anti-lag. No, it's not that. We tried that the other day. I tried that on and off, and it didn't make a difference. It's off at the moment anyway, but it still does it. It does it both on and off. Doesn't make a difference. How did I originally jump over that? How do I do that? Is that even where I'm supposed to go? I think that's... I've got to go back, right? Yeah. How do I jump? How do I jump back? It's definitely that. Can I not just jump over? There you go. This wasn't giving me the jump last time for some reason. Yeah, it could be an FSR 4 thing. You're right.
Of course.
It could be that, yeah.
That was. There were mountains of corpses by the time I cut down like.
It could be an issue with overriding it from the driver level, maybe. Causes it. That's what I was thinking the other day. Because that's really the only difference that I have here. I've tried this out on 3 before, and I don't ever remember it doing that.
Hey, what's taking so long?
Native frame generation. The issue is, though, is it'll just do the weird usage thing. That's really the only issue with putting... I can put it back to 4K native and switch that on, but it'll probably do the usage thing again. Yeah. Oh no, it's not. It's not. It's dropping it a little bit, 91%. It doesn't seem as bad, but it is still dropping it. It looks better.
You wouldn't believe the scores of these.
Not as good as it was fully native, but it doesn't seem to do the same. The drops with FSR on as well. It drops to like 80.
I think you're right.
But this maybe drops to 93, 94, so that does look better. Wow, that's doing like no damage. Nice.
You could have done that at any time.
You seem to be handling
Obfuscator.
yourself well enough.
I mean, I could. I'll maybe later. I'll try and because I could switch off. I could switch off the override here, but I think it'll make me restart the game, won't it? I think.
Well, check.
I mean, we could test it. I don't want to probably restart because I've got to go in a bit. But I could maybe later just try proof of concept just to check to see if that's it. To see if that's what's causing it. If I go here, actually wait, if I switch that off first. If I can get the AMD overlay up. If I disable FSR4. Don't know if it might make me restart the game though. In theory, that should be 3.1 now. I think overall, if that is 3.1, it doesn't. It definitely doesn't even look terrible in this game, to be honest. Let's see. Yeah, it's the override. Or is it? It's 87% again. I'm kind of curious now. Let me reboot the game really quickly. Just to see. Maverick, hello. I'm alright, how are you? Optiscaler. Yeah, I mean, I will use Optiscaler for some other games. The issue is if it does officially support FSR4, I'd rather use that because the modded version isn't going to be as good. In terms of, like, it's not going to be as good as, like, the greenlit version officially supported in games. So if it does officially support it, I'd still rather use that. But I will be checking out Optiscaler out in other games that don't officially support it. But if it does, I'd still rather try and use it in the game. Maybe it's VRAM issue. What, causing the frame generation thing? I wouldn't have thought it is. What you mean in terms of the not enough VRAM, or...
So, where to?
Looks like we need to head through that gate.
Oh, yeah?
I had to do something while you were off fighting.
I'll check again anyways.
Fine.
Now check the mask.
What's the usage looking like? 95, 96. Yeah, that does look like an FSR4 thing, doesn't it? That looks better. It's not as good as it is natively, because natively we're maxed at 99%. But it's not dipping down into the 80s anymore, so it seems like an FSR4 override thing to me, doesn't it? That looks like it. It's not dipping down anymore as badly. I think we saw, what, 95%? There, you see it there. So yeah, it's got to be something to do. Some issue with the driver. Some issue there with the driver overriding it, basically. Do we? Oh no, what am I doing? I'll leave it at these settings now, because like I said, I'm gonna head off in a minute. I won't bother restarting it. We'll just, you know what? Let's actually just play maybe natively. Let's just go native 4K. Leave it at that for a little bit. Play it out like that.
Through the gate, like I said. Thor.
God, he barely got the
Ain't that impressive?
barely got the mask out.
Real god stuff.
You are a god.
You're damn right.
And so am
See,
I.
it's in here, 100%. 100% usage at native.
It's here. This is the spot.
Well, where is it? In the lava?
I don't know.
Oh, damn.
No!
Didn't have my hand on the controller.
Ah! Damn it!
Some advice. Sticking your hand in lava is never gonna feel good.
Wasn't thinking.
Good. It's better that way. Alright, let's get out of here. No. Loki, don't try to play me again. You're an okay kid. You're still a giant, and I'll revel in killing you too.
What did you do? Loki. The rift got brighter. Look, you did it.
Look, one of these phrases is complete now. We can read it all.
But you can't translate it.
Not yet.
See, I got a little theory. I think
you're doing
if we can
great.
find the rest of this, we can use it
Maverick,
to look
nice.
into that without, you know, losing an eye or worse. Look at this. We make a good team, don't we? Don't we? Make a good damn team.
Just like you and Baldur.
You both behave out there?
Thor was really great. I learned a lot from him.
You learned something from him.
It's Premier League. Southampton are winning. What on earth?
What did you teach the kid?
Ipswich Town are winning. What's happening?
What could I possibly teach him?
Exactly.
Relegation madness.
I was wondering where that went. Actually, I had a pretty good idea.
See these rumours of Jack Grealish, like Tottenham wanting to buy Jack Grealish. I actually wouldn't mind that, you know. I quite like Jack
I
Grealish.
realize now it wasn't to be a spy. I need you to know you can trust me. And if I'm gonna help you, take this to the end.
I think you'd actually probably fit in Tottenham quite well.
Trust you.
And trust is earned. I get it. Take this, figure out the rest of it. If you're staying, that is.
You're gonna tell me what you're really looking for in there.
Translate that, and I'll tell you everything. And on that, young man, you can trust me.
I must admit, this does look really quite sharp at native. I think even with FSR quality on, I do think it doesn't quite look as sharp as it does at native. It's definitely good, but I do think it just misses. It's got like an edge to it. Especially on like objects and even the floor. The environment just looks a bit sharper. What have I got to do?
Always this hard on Thor?
What Premier League team do I support? Tottenham.
Mad at him or something.
How about you?
Ooh, getting nosy. Getting
Don't you dare say Arsenal.
It's nothing like that.
Don't you dare.
Well, to be honest, it's the only language he understands. I'm serious. Go ahead and try being nice to him. See where that gets you.
What's going on here? 9070. What do you mean? Which one's better in terms of what, FPS or just FPS alone? Yeah, 5070 Ti. But do you mean like better in terms of value or? You support Arsenal? I knew it. There's so many Arsenal fans for some reason. They're everywhere.
Isn't that a Greek instrument? I wonder if Tyr brought that back.
All right, come along, Hugin.
Wow, look at the lighting in here. FSR 3 now? No, this is native. This is native 4K at the moment. See it down here. See, I'm rendering at 3040 by 2160. I've got FSR native AA on. See that there, native. Everything's set to ultra. The graphics will still maxed out. Mostly will be sort of 80 in those really dense foresty water areas we were at towards the start of the stream. Its average is a bit more about 70 to 80 realistically, maybe as high as like 85. In indoor areas like this, you can see it upwards of almost, well, over 100.
How was it? Did Father behave himself?
Yeah, I mean, better than I would have expected, I guess.
Is that the sword from Grandfather's study?
Oh yeah, her name's Ingrid.
Hi, Ingrid. Wow.
97 XT is better than 5070 Ti and equal to 50.
Glad you survived your first
I wouldn't say it's equal to 5080.
time. Tomorrow we talk about Valkyries.
Definitely.
It can be better than 5070 Ti. It depends on the scenario. In like raster, yeah, in quite a few cases. With ray tracing, like not so much. It's not 5080 though.
Well, it's a pretty good sword.
I'm not angry. I'm concerned. You know that's not what I want for her.
5000 series is so expensive here in India. Yeah, I mean it's expensive here as well. Prices have come down a little bit, but I guess you guys in India, I expect you have probably to pay extra for. Is there like another sort of tax import type thing on it? I should imagine. So I mean, it's expensive here, so I can imagine it must be even more.
Well, when you're right, you're right.
What is FSR 4 native? No, because I switched off FSR 4 from the overlay just to test the weird frame generation GPU usage. There's The Last of Us 2. Oh, okay, cool. I'll actually need to buy the game. I actually don't even have the game yet, but I'll do it tonight.
Exactly.
Preload it, so by the time it releases at 6, should pretty much take me like a couple of minutes to update the files or whatever, and then should be able to stream it. I've done the Undervault. I've played around with it a little bit, but not too much. VM usage. Yeah, I'm hoping it doesn't break. We should be alright at 16 though. I remember on part 1 it was only really a problem for 12 gig cards when we were testing them. It used to crash a lot. I think we were mostly okay on 16. But you'd have thought they'd have learnt though, surely. Surely it won't be the same issue as part 1.
Could you do so again?
I could try, but I don't see how that would help.
They are the fates of these lands, are they not? I would know.
Hello. Hello.
You may not find them cooperative.
As long as I find them. Where do we search?
Midgard. But if Atreus is in Asgard, there's no getting him back without an army. We should be raising one.
Yes, nothing like a catastrophic war to improve the situation. The boy seems quite capable. Perhaps if you simply give him some time.
You are not free of blame here. You encouraged his foolishness, his confusion. I do not seek war. But if Odin has stolen my son, do not doubt the lengths I will go to.
Your nature has always been clear, Kratos. But you, Freya. War is a first resort. That's not the Freya I knew. I hope the Norns can give you the counsel you need. Perhaps mine is no longer of use here.
Yeah, you could probably overclock it and get it closer to a 5080, but I'm not sure it'd ever be like, I'm not sure it'd be equal to it per se. I mean, I guess you could probably get it in specific scenarios where maybe you could get it up to that.
I'm surprised you of all people would seek out fate.
you know, definitely probably ray tracing
Can't
off.
let us down so far. Let's find the norms.
You've undervoted and you got it stable in most games. Nice. Yeah, I'll have to have a look at it a little bit more.
Offered him counsel. I only hoped to help the boy find his answers.
Right, I'm gonna have to end the stream there. But like I say, I'll tonight I'll get Last of Us Part 2 preloaded, and then I'll pretty much be able to go live basically the same time as I normally do. Might be 10 or 15 minutes later, depending on the time that the game releases. But as soon as it releases, I'll go live, and we'll be able to check out Part 2 tomorrow, which should be pretty good. Should be an interesting test to see how that does. Hopefully, it's pretty good, but we'll find out.
And what is that?
Purpose. Purpose is the path that leads you to yourself.
So you would have me accept my fate. Lead your armies.
So, yeah, make sure to subscribe if you're not already, if you want to catch that tomorrow. And, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.